food insecurity and diet disparities in Jamaica, a dependency on imported food for survival. Hey everyone, it's SkyWalker again. I hope you are all doing fine wherever you are watching this channel. You are welcome. Just the other day, the second shocking tax speech from the PNP camp made me think a whole lot. Why is the PNP so focused on taxation that they are in a Crawford type tricksim mode, saying horrible stuff and taking them back as a tricksim or something? A joke? I don't know. It's hard to believe that the PNP are not planning new taxes, but they keep speaking about new taxes accidentally. What makes it more scary is that they think the things they plan to tax and the way they plan to tax them would lead to devastating effects, but mostly for the poor that they are supposed to love. A tax on imported food items would crush the poor hard. Plus, it would also affect the same farmers that Dayton Campbell claimed to be doing it to help to make more value for. It seems like the PNP love to talk about creating funds to fall outside the direct supervision of the finance minister. It seems so to me like funds are easier to go blindside that way. Just saying. While the JLP made it better by keeping money mostly at one central point, the PNP seems to be interested in creating funds here, there, and all over the place. And that makes it seem like people trying to create loopholes who are not even in the elections yet, but are already hinting about taxes and then saying, tricks him. You cannot trust these Rise United people. Mr. Rowe did, and look where it got him. Cuffed by tricksim. So too did the comrade workers that were promised Mark Golding's favorite number, 15 million. I mean, at the end of the day, you must expect unscrupulous people to behave unscrupulous. And instead of trusting them, it is easier for you to take sleep and mark death. They are planning taxes that will hurt the poor but fund whatever they are planning. And they already hinted on removing free health care. Of course, if the shadow minister on health makes a speech tomorrow and says so, expect to hear Mark Golding come out and fix it by saying that it was just tricksim. In my mind, it was Golding who said that he would make the free healthcare more affordable. So there you have it. Go figure on that. If people are unscrupulous, then expect unscrupulous behavior from them. Or better yet, don't trust them enough to give them your vote. Easy solution. Anyway, all the talk about the proposed tax on the poor that is here and there and confusing made me start to explore the conditions of the poorest people in Jamaica and what their general diet would look like. Jamaica, like many other countries, relies heavily on food imports to meet the dietary needs of its population. This dependency is influenced by several factors, including limited agricultural production capacity, climatic conditions, and the higher cost of locally produced food items. The availability and affordability of imported food make it a significant part of the Jamaican diet, particularly for lower income households. Here is a comparison of diets between low income and middle to upper income households. Low income households in Jamaica often rely on more affordable and accessible food items such as staples would be like rice, cornmeal, and flour, proteins, like beans, canned fish, your sardines, mackerel, tuna, and so forth. And occasionally, small amounts of meat or chicken. Then you have the vegetables, which would be like root vegetables, yams, sweet potatoes, and plantains. So the fruits, mostly bananas and other locally grown fruits. Sometimes certain fruits come into season and is available to them free of cost. This kind of act as subsidy in those cases. The poorer people cannot buy a fair enough range of products from the market. Many people don't even buy things like tomato except occasionally. They use a lot of processed foods, canned goods, instant noodles, and bread, which are cheaper. In contrast, though, middle income and higher income households enjoy a more varied diet, including fresh products, a wider variety of fruits and vegetables, including leafy greens, tomatoes, peppers, and citrus fruits. For proteins, they have a more frequent consumption of meat, poultry, and fish, as well as dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt. They have whole grains such as brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat bread. Snacks, healthier snack options like nuts, seeds, and yogurt. Their beverages, a greater variety of beverages including fresh juice, bottled water, and specialty coffees and teas. This comparison highlights the dietary disparities between different income groups, with lower income households often having limited access to nutritious and diverse food options. What are the specific foods commonly consumed by each group, though? Poorer households tend to consume basic, cost effective staples and processed foods, while middle and upper income families are able to incorporate a greater variety of fresh produce, proteins, and whole grains into their diets. This disparity underscores the challenges faced by lower income households in maintaining a balanced and nutritious diet. What then would be the impact of any imported food taxes? It's not just about finances, it's also about natural necessities. You cannot just say that food imports is cheating local producers of a market. It's more complex than that. Moreover, local producers cannot always produce enough and cannot always produce at affordable prices for the poorest among us. That doesn't stop the consumer from needing the produce. Therefore, at some point, importing stuff becomes advisable and essential. And because of that important and essential value, taxing imported food can have significant economic and social implications. For lower income households who are more dependent on imported food due to its affordability and availability, any increase in prices caused by taxes can lead to increased financial strain. This could result in reduced food consumption, poorer nutritional outcomes, and greater food insecurity. If you tax imported food to give local farmers more advantage with their more expensive stuff, you are simply inciting a price hike by those same local farmers. It only leads to inflation. Taxes could disproportionately affect lower income households. Lower income families spend a larger portion of their income on food compared to higher income families. Therefore, an increase in food prices due to taxes would disproportionately affect them. They may have to cut back on other essential expenses or resort to cheaper, less nutritious food options, further exacerbating health disparities. While the intention behind taxing imported food might be to encourage local food production and reduce dependency on imports, it is crucial to consider the immediate impact on vulnerable populations. A balance must be struck between supporting local farmers and ensuring that all households, especially low income ones, have access to affordable and nutritious food. Possible strategies to achieve this balance could include subsidies or financial support for local farmers to lower production costs and make locally produced food more affordable. Programs that specifically target and support low income families, ensuring they have access to healthy food options. Investment in agricultural technology and infrastructure to increase efficiency and reduce the cost of local food production. These measures could help mitigate the negative impact of taxing imported food while still promoting local agriculture. And now, question to Mark Golding and the PNP. Do you all realize that these are the exact things that Andrew Holness is going about doing? Since you all have no better options, you can just do something good for Jamaica by rallying around and supporting the capable leader in Andrew Holness for the third term. How about that? Put yourselves to some good use. Huh? The Jamaican government has implemented the National Food and Nutrition Security Policy to address food production, distribution, and consumption issues. This policy aims to ensure that all Jamaicans have access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food. Key components include supporting agricultural development, promoting healthy eating habits, and improving food distribution networks. The Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries launched the Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign to encourage the consumption of locally produced food and promote healthy eating habits. The campaign aims to raise awareness about the benefits of locally grown produce, support local farmers, and reduce dependency on imported food. To boost agricultural productivity, the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries emphasizes the use of technology, proper application of input supplies, and improved agronomic practices. These advancements help farmers increase crop yields, reduce production costs, and ensure a steady supply of fresh products. The, Ag- the Agro Investment Corporation, an investment arm of the ministry, facilitates giant ventures farming opportunities with the private sector, both locally and overseas. This initiative aims to produce crops year round and improve accessibility to loans for farmers. And this is a big thing. By supporting larger scale agricultural projects, the corporation helps increase local food production and reduce dependency on imports. That's the way to do it. The National Poverty Reduction Program addresses poverty and vulnerability by implementing measures to improve food security and nutrition. The program focuses on enhancing access to nutritious food for low income households, providing financial support, and promoting community based agricultural projects. These initiatives demonstrate a comprehensive approach to improving food security in Jamaica, supporting local agriculture and ensuring that all Jamaicans have access to nutritious and affordable food. Lower income households in Jamaica face several challenges in accessing nutritious, locally produced food. One, you have affordability. Locally produced food, fresh produce, and proteins can be more expensive than imported goods, making it difficult for low income families to afford them regularly. Two, you have availability. In some regions, especially rural areas, access to local markets with fresh produce can be limited due to transportation and infrastructure issues. That's been a problem we need to fix like yesterday, but we are working on it now, right? Education and awareness. There may be a lack of knowledge about the benefits of a balanced diet and how to prepare nutritious meals using locally available ingredients. Economic constraints. That's number four. Lower income families often have less financial flexibility, making them more vulnerable to price fluctuations and economic shocks. To address these challenges and improve food security for all Jamaicans, several solutions can be considered. One, providing subsidies or financial support to local farmers can help lower production costs, making locally produced food more affordable for consumers. Two, implementing community based agricultural projects such as community gardens and urban farming initiatives can increase access to fresh produce and create a sense of ownership and involvement among residents. Three, enhancing nutrition education programs can raise awareness about the importance of a balanced diet and provide practical tips for preparing nutritious meals using local ingredients. And you have four, investing in transportation and market infrastructure can improve access to fresh produce, especially in rural areas. Five, expanding food assistance programs such as food vouchers or subsidies for low income families can help ensure that they have access to healthy food options. By implementing these solutions, Jamaica can work towards reducing dietary disparities and ensuring that all households, regardless of income, have access to nutritious and locally produced food. Improving food security and reducing dietary disparities in Jamaica is a multifaceted challenge that requires a holistic approach. While lower income households often rely on more affordable imported food items, middle and upper income families enjoy a more varied diet that includes locally produced fresh produce. Taxing imported foods while potentially beneficial for supporting local agriculture can disproportionately affect low income families, leading to greater financial strain and food insecurity. Efforts to improve food security in Jamaica include the implementation of policies and campaigns such as the National Food and Nutrition Security Policy and the Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign. Technological advancements, investment in agriculture, and community based programs also play a crucial role in increasing local food production and making nutritious food more accessible and affordable for all Jamaicans. By addressing the challenges faced by lower income households and implementing targeted solutions, Jamaica can work towards ensuring that all citizens have access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food. A balanced approach that supports local farmers while ensuring food affordability for vulnerable populations is essential for achieving this goal. It is important to recognize the dietary disparities between different income groups and the ongoing efforts to improve food security in Jamaica. With continued commitment and collaboration, a more food secure and nutritionally balanced future can be achieved for all Jamaicans. So before you make Marky G and Rise United turn you in a big head, but think on these things, my people. Peace out.